Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the How to Stay in Divine Flow reading for March. So today I'm going to be sharing my Divine Flow reading with you, which I do periodically, especially when there are a lot of changes in energy and transformations happening, to how to stay in Divine Flow and also get self-care for the soul messages. So basically when I do these readings, it's mainly to get self-care messages for the soul to remain in divine flow easily and be more at peace with divine timing and the divine flow of life. So these are the messages for the month. Let's tap in first to literally the divine flow. And let's check out for some messages on how to stay in divine flow in March. What are the messages that want to come through? Why I was called to use these decks. What are the messages to remain in divine flow for March? Here we go already. They're ready. What are the messages for divine flow for March? What are the messages for... Ooh, wow, they're coming right out. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, you can't even believe what's coming out. That's so aligned with the intention of this reading. Wow, let me do it in the order. So we got this card. Look at how beautiful these cards are. They're just stunning. We got this card. We got this card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we got this card. Oh, how gorgeous is this? So let me start with the first card. The first card is harmony, harmony, and the divine potential. Every cell in my body and all my energy vibrates with celestial harmony. We've been getting this. If you haven't seen my Akashic Records check-in reading, we're at one with the Akashic Force. We have divine backing right now. Feel enthused. Your cells infused. Every cell in my body and all my energy vibrates with celestial harmony. The potential obstacles to keep in mind for March: stressing about giving unimportant things priority. This came out in the overall weekly spirit reading that I'm about to post. Stressing about giving unimportant things priority over my own well-being. There has been so much coming through about focusing on your overall well-being. This creates disharmony in my life and emotions. The divine perspective is I choose harmony in every moment. Harmony is my natural state of being. They want you to focus on the harmony and let go of anything that stresses you out, literally. This one is self-love. I mean, I literally said we want self-love, self-care messages. And here we have self-love. And it's the divine potential. My self-love is infinite and eternal. When I love who I am, I bring more love into the world. Literally, the weekly spirit reading for next week was manifesting from the heart and following your own heart. And we're like materializing the things that we care about because it's this new self-love that we're infusing everything in. My self-love is infinite and eternal. When I love who I am, I can bring more love into the world. You're a divine channel. Potential obstacles: lack of self-love tells others to not love me. Divine perspective: I love and respect who I am. I care for my needs and live my dreams. And this is what the divine is pushing us to do. And this was a separate spirit message in the overall weekly spirit reading, was that you come from a place of loving and respecting who you are and everything you are, all the parts of you, and you go forward like that, and you care for your own needs and live my dreams. That's what's fueling your dreams. Love and respect who I am. I care for my needs and I live my dreams. So you're choosing harmony and this self-love going forward like that to stay in divine flow. And we have physical healing, divine potential. My body is a miracle. It is radiantly healthy and full of divine light. Angels and guides support me with healing energies. The potential obstacles: my body suffers when I constantly overrule its needs. The divine perspective: I now listen to my body and I give it all it needs to remain healthy and restore health. There is a lot coming through here about choosing harmony, really taking care of yourself, having divine self-love, and you care for yourself physically as well. There's a lot coming through, like pay attention to your body, and overall well-being. And this has been coming up in the last 2 weeks. I don't know how else to say it. I know nobody likes to hear it, but divine keeps coming through with it's really important to take care of our physicality, take care of our overall being, make better choices, come from a real divine place of divine self-care for ourselves. And that's creating a new sense of harmony to come through where we're coming from that place. Let's see if we can get any more divine flow messages. But this is just an explanation point to everything they've been getting to me. You may be feeling a bit more run down with everything that's going on with the energy shifts and what's going around just cold-wise, energy-wise. I know I've been fighting something, if you've been fighting something with your health, but it's definitely coming from a place of taking care of your own needs, listening to your body, coming from a place of real self-care, self-love, and choose harmony in every moment. Yeah, oh my gosh, you can't make up what's coming here. We have, look at this beautiful card. This is stillness, stillness, and we had a lot about it. We had the Four of Cups coming in a lot in our spirit readings. Stillness. The divine potential is in stillness. I hear the messages of my soul. The potential obstacles is stress and giving priority to unimportant things instead of the people I love only creates more stress. The divine perspective is I make room for stillness every day. We're getting back to what's important. We're getting back to tune into our own divine intuition, back to ourselves, our own higher self, our own divine guidance and wisdom. And we have to protect ourselves from the minutia and magnifying problems and situations and just giving stress and priority to unimportant things. We got two cards about that. Choose harmony instead. Go within and claim harmony for yourself instead. Take care of your own needs. You respect and honor yourself. And take care of your physical body as well. Really come into an overall sense of well-being for yourself. As much as we're taking action and doing all these things in March, take care of yourself. And then we have this one. This is beautiful. The greater whole. The greater whole. And we got in the abundance reading that we're being aligned to the greater good, the greater whole. It's for you and for others, everything that we're doing in March. Divine potential. I clearly hear the call for the greater whole that invites me to return to the source, where one particle of my light can create a new universe. Life is a miracle. I have chills. Potential obstacles. Seeing myself as separated from others separates me from God and makes me miserable. The divine perspective is I am one with all life everywhere. So it's knowing that you're connected to the greater whole. You don't feel separate from everything. You come back to more harmony. You go within to feel more connected to the whole. Everything you're doing is benefiting you and your soul and your spirit and also others because you're reconnecting through that. When you have divine self and honoring of yourself, you're divinely self-honoring and loving other people in a sense because you have more to share, you have more to give, you have more to reciprocate. There's a sense of, that's why the divine is really pushing us to take care of our overall well-being because it enables us to connect in a more divine way and be part of the greater whole in a more divine way. I don't know how else to say it, but that's what they wanted me to say. So it's not selfish to take care of yourself or take more time out to have greater self-love and honor yourself and take care of your physical health. Go within to retain the harmony. It's serving the greater whole. That's the way to look at it. This is really beautiful. Let's see if we can get any more divine. Ooh, one more here. You can't make this up. You have this card. This is so beautiful. This is why I'm doing this reading. Support. Divine potential. The forces of love and light infinitely support me, just as I love to support others and see how they grow. The potential obstacles is taking advantage of others, being greedy or depriving others of support creates a competitive world. The divine perspective is I am an example of oneness as I give and receive support. And that's what they were saying when I said taking care of yourself enables you to connect and give and be a part of this greater whole in a better way. And that's why there's such divine support for that, because it connects you through the forces of love and light. It supports you. And as you support yourself, it helps you to support others. It's a reciprocal energy. It's an example of oneness, of how we give and receive support. That's how they want us to go and be. This is just really gorgeous. Let's see if we can get some self-love, some guidance on literally, when they talk about self-love, self-care, what literally can we do in March? Like what would help us? How should we take care of ourselves to help us regain this balance, go within, come from this place of constantly taking care of ourselves and connecting with others for the greater whole. It serves the greater whole, the support. I want to see what would support us, like what literally can we do. Mourn. Oh boy, this is interesting. Grieving can be overwhelming but necessary. We are cleansed by letting our feelings wash through us. Only then can we move past the pain. Listen, there could be things that have happened or things in our past that we just need time, or any kind of feelings. We just have to feel them and let them go, and release things that you're burdening yourself with. We had a couple of cards about focusing on unimportant things. There could be things that you're just focused on that are just making you feel low, dark, and everything else. And let yourself outpour them out. Let yourself remove the toxicity. If you're literally mourning things that have left your life, like, allow yourself to feel. Journaling is a great thing, allowing yourself to get your feelings out and be there for yourself, support yourself through that. I'm just getting that because we've been getting a lot of closeouts and new beginnings happening. So if there are things shifting or moving out of your life, people, circumstances, situations, allow yourself to cleanse yourself out of those feelings is what I'm getting. Let's see if we can get, and allow people to support you, including yourself. So it feels like we're moving beyond the past. We have acceptance. Yeah, we're accepting what is and coming back to harmony and a place of self love. This is like such tremendous self acceptance. And it says the heart wants to give it all, but it's also okay to accept your limitations and accept help. Not everything is being asked of you. Listen, it's taking divine care of yourself and accepting what's in your power to do, what's not in your power to do, what's within your energy levels, what's not. You accept your place in it all, and it's accepting of yourself, what you have to give, what you don't have to give at the moment. You don't have to do it all on your own. You can accept support and all of that. And we have love your shadow. So there's definitely parts, and this has been coming up a lot in our spirit readings, of reclaiming like all the parts of yourself, you know, all the parts of yourself. You're bringing light to all the parts of yourself and embracing all the parts of yourself. We're stepping more fully into all of who we are, and it's embracing everything that makes us up. And then we're encasing it all with light. I don't know how else to say it. We are perfectly imperfect. Accept and love yourself as you are. Yeah. And it will become easier doing this with others too. This way we master ourselves and do not force our views upon others. There's a deep acceptance of ourself in everything. And it's only allowing us to shine our light even more as we do that. We don't have to do everything on our own. We're clearing out. If there Yeah, look at the next one we have. Yeah, they want us to dream bigger. And that's part of this light and accepting everything that you are going forward with all the pieces of who you are now. They want us to dream bigger. There are positive outcomes coming from all of this when you step forward with this sense of overall well being, taking care of yourself, self love, supporting yourself. You know it's for the greater whole. Going within to get that. And here we have Dream Bigger, and this has been coming out forever in every reading this month. Sometimes we limit ourselves to small picture goals due to insecurity or fear of failure. Failure isn't certain until we give up. Allow yourself to start building what you really want. Co creators will come. That's part of it. We're really letting go of whatever happened in the past. We're coming to embrace fully all the pieces of ourselves and coming forth more together. It's the self actualization, the self of grabbing all the pieces that have been fragmented and just coming forward more in your power, more centered, more balanced, taking more care of yourself. There's such support, divine support, to step into overall well being, make better choices, go within for answers, connect to the divine for harmony, but really take care of yourself, like self love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, listen to your body, take care of your body, and dream bigger. It's all supporting this because you want to come forward as this magician, fully in your power, fully in your energy, fully in your vitality. And the divine, like, they use you in life. So they want you to be empowered, like tap in and empower. And so if you're feeling run down, take a rest, listen to your body. If you're feeling that you're fighting something, to honor that. It's not a time like back in the old days we used to push through so much and just overdo everything. It's like a real call to listen to your body, listen to your energy levels, take divine self care of yourself because they want you to dream bigger and you have to be fully accepting of yourself in every way to shine your light stronger. and go confidently in the direction of your dreams and literally dream bigger, because the divine is supporting bigger dreams than you even realize. This is what's coming out over and over again. It's bigger than you, and this has been coming out too because it's the greater whole. Like, these dreams not only serve you, they serve the greater whole. So there's divine support and backing. If you haven't seen my Akashic Records reading, it was all about that. So go confidently in the direction of your dreams and really take care of your overall well-being. So let's get some divine feather messengers. Like, what is the outcomes? So here are the outcomes for March. What are the outcomes? And then we'll get some blessings. Oh my gosh, we're getting the wild eagle. So this is the first divine feather messenger. And we have the white eagle. And it says, the connection, you can't make this up, the connection to divine guidance is within you. Yep, we are so divinely connected. I don't know, that's why they said stillness, go within, the divine is working through you, you're connecting for divine guidance. That's why we have the stillness card here. That's how you get your harmony. You connect back to the divine. Divine guidance is guiding you. Listen to it, because it's supporting the bigger dreams and the greater whole. There's no other way to say that. And that's why they're supporting and pushing us to take better care of ourselves. Ooh, wow, and with that, another one really flew out across the table. We have this feather, the goose. We have the goose. Listen, your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. This is resting on the dream bigger card. Listen, any kind of dreams or any kind of purpose or any kind of mission you have, we've been getting this over and over again. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. Every day, make a step in the direction of your dreams, of your life purpose, your mission, that you have divine backing. Again, I really do advise watching the Akashic Records check-in reading for March. It was all about divine contracts, your mission, your purpose. It's setting the course. The divine is backing you. It's like pushing your sails to go forward. And that's why they're stressing this overall well-being, and also a call to action. The quantum energy reading from March was all about choosing action and joy, and that's following your dreams and taking the necessary action. And they're saying this again. Divine guidance is with you, supporting you to go in the direction of your dreams. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action, and the journey begins. So take those steps, but also take care of yourself. And it's serving the greater whole, the whole thing. Even you taking really good care of yourself is supporting the greater whole. And we have the white owl. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Yep, and we have two things about divine guidance. Listen, that's why they're saying stillness. You go within. The messages and wisdom that you need are within you. And that is your compass. That's what's steering you to go forward. So let's go and get some blessings, literal blessings. I love the back of the cards of this. Let's get some blessings. What are the blessings for March as we go actions for our dreams, along with taking divine self-care of ourselves? We know to go within and trust the divine guidance that we're getting, because we have divine backing. And that's why they want us to take really good care of ourselves. Oh wait, the main card is in here. They want us to take really good care of ourselves and go and take those steps for our dreams. I thought I might, yeah, I had the cover card of the deck in this. Okay. What are the blessings for March? As we do tune in for divine wisdom and guidance, we do take the necessary action for the divine dreams that we know we have divine backing on. And we're taking better care of ourselves. We have to come from a place of divine self-care for ourselves and care for our overall well-being. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that, and they keep wanting me to say that. We have open-hearted. Oh my God, can I just tell you, the weekly spirit reading for next week is all about manifesting from the heart. And we have, listen, I am blessed with a hospitable heart. I welcome new souls into my family of souls. I open my heart to new companions. I am a field warm with the sun. My grasses wave green and abundant. As I welcome new life, my heart blossoms with new flowering. And that's where we're manifesting from, this heart. We're going forward on the things we care deeply about, what we're passionate about, what we're divinely linked with divine. So it's like the divine outpouring. You can't make this up. We're a fountain of light. This is gorgeous. Joy and well-being. We're back to the well-being, and also choosing action and joy in March. They keep stressing that. Keep focused on action and joy and overall well-being. That's what you're manifesting right now, and it's for the good of you and the good for all. Joy and well-being pour forth from my contented heart. I am sourced by divine power. A divine force flows out from me into the world. That's why it's important. They kept saying it's for the greater whole, right? All this self-care and all this divine listening and following your divine guidance and doing the action and following your action and going for action and joy. It's for the greater whole, not just for you. It came out in the Akashic Records reading too. We're outpouring it. That's where we're going forth. So you choose joy and action. Joy and action and well-being pour forth from my contented heart. I am sourced by divine power. A divine force flows out from me into the world. All I encounter are touched by the divine spark within me. I am touched by the divine spark within all others. That's what we're doing for each other. That's why they kept saying it's for the greater whole. We need to take greater self-care of ourselves, overall well-being, and go within and be connected with the divine. And it's this creating, going for the dreams and taking the divine actions, choosing action and joy, and being an outpouring of this. We're all benefiting from it. We're doing it for each other as much as we're doing it for ourselves. And we have, you can't make this up, it's divine energy. I'm shaking now. This is like an explanation mark to the Akashic Records check-in reading for March. Divine energy. It's divine energy. My heart is a chalice for love. I am well loved. And that's why we come from the foundation of self-love. My heart is a chalice for love. I am well loved. I open my heart to feel that I am loved. I allow myself to be saturated by love. I soften my heart and gently ask it to receive the love I encounter. And that's what it is, because as you fill your cup, it runneth over. And that's what they're saying, where you fill yourself with as much love, that you shower yourself with love and care, and you receive it from others, and from the divine, and it just outpours naturally. Your heart is a chalice for love. Let it overflow. You're feeling it. The universe is filling it, and let it come out and outpour. And here we have, you're safe and secure. This is the last card, safe and secure. Are you ready for this? The heart of God holds all in safety. In times of separation from those I love, I remind myself that all of us are held safely in the heart of God. I ask God to touch those I love with healing, grace, and compassion. And that's where we're all coming from, and we're all in this cradle of love, and that's the greater whole. So as we're doing all of this, we're all safe. We're all protected. That's been coming up over and over again. It came out even in the crystal reading. I'm going to do some more. That we're really protected, and to feel safe and protected now is really important. I feel like there was one more. Let's see. But there was this protection that's like guiding us with this, showing us the way, what actions to take. There was just such protection coming through. You should feel divine backing and divine protection. Let's see if we can get one more. Oh, that almost fell out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can't make this up. It's river of goodness. It's a river of goodness, and that's what you always want to connect to. That's the divine channel that they're telling us to connect with and be the outpouring of, a river of goodness. When I am lonely and overwhelmed, I remind myself I am partnered by a loving universe. I turn my attention inward. Remember, we got the stillness and go within and choose harmony. I turn my attention inward, seeking a state of calm. I listen both within and without for promptings, signs, signals, and communications that ease my soul and allow it to act wisely and decisively. And that's what we are. We're a divine channel. They're saying if you ever feel lonely or overwhelmed or separated, you remind yourself that you're partnered by a loving universe. You turn your attention inward, seeking a state of calm. You listen both within and without for the promptings. You listen for the signs, the signals, the communications that ease my soul and allow it to act wisely and decisively, and let me tell you, and divinely. And that's what they're encouraging us. That's what they're encouraging us to lean on. We're supported by that. It's for us and for the greater whole. I feel like I want one more. These are really gorgeous cards. I mean, once you start, you don't want to stop. Oops, okay. Yep, that was the cover card. That was so interesting. Hold on a second. I love every time I use this deck. It's just they're just so beautiful and feed your soul so much. Hold on a second. I just want to get one more to top it off and end this reading for March. But we have such divine backing. I just can't believe all of that's coming through. Compassion. And this is where we're coming from. This is where they want us to come from for ourselves and with others. But it's a real profound divine compassion. The universe is tender toward my heart. I count this a great blessing and I trust it. Frightened, threatened, or overwhelmed, I place my emotional, again with the safety, they're just putting an exclamation mark on what came out. Frightened, threatened, or overwhelmed, I place my emotional safety in the hands of a loving universe. I ask for protection, wisdom, and discernment. And that's where they want us to go. Lean on them. That's the support. This universe has been working on all our hearts. It's asking us to have more profound self-love and self-care for ourselves. Count on it and trust it. Whenever you feel frightened, alone, separated, threatened, whatever it is, you place your emotional safety back in the hands of a loving universe and you ask for protection, wisdom, and discernment, and you've got it. You've got it. And they're saying it's helping you. It's helping you and the greater whole, and to keep going for your dreams. You're supported the whole way. Remember, the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. That's what you go within for. Your dreams and desires are calling you to take action, and the connection to divine guidance is within you. They want you to take divine care of yourself and your overall well-being. We're coming from a place of our hearts, and this is what they are urging us to do, and not to stress and focus on the unimportant things, and to keep referring back to the divine and the universal love, and almost bathe yourself with it. There was something about an outpouring of love. You're being drenched with it. Let yourself be open and drenched with it. Keep going back to that channel to get drenched with it, and they're using you to outpour that. And this is a time to choose action and joy every single step of the way. If you have a choice, whether it's a choice of mood, a choice of focus, a choice of thought, you reach for joy, you reach for the higher thought, you reach for bathing yourself in self-care and self-honoring. Take care of your overall well-being. But there is so much goodness coming in here, and it's not just for you, it's for the world, in a sense. Like, it's helping you. They're saying to dream bigger. Just to go back to here, dream bigger. Literally dream bigger. I know I go all over the place. Dream bigger. And we had something else here. I use so many decks, I get all over the place. But it's all coming in. You're supported. And they want you to take steps every moment. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. We've been getting that over and over again in March. Choose action and joy. And they're steering you. They're guiding you. It's getting clearer which actions to take. We do have things that come up, you know, in our life, in our minds, in our hearts, in our circumstances. They don't want us to focus on that at all. They want us to take real divine self-care of ourselves. Really pay attention. I can't say enough about your energy levels. If you're finding something you feel run down, give yourself a break, take the time out, get more sleep, go within for answers. Work with yourself and love yourself and honor yourself and what your body's telling you, because they want you energized. They want you filled with vitality. They want you to say yes to the divine promptings that you're getting, the inspirations you're getting. They want you to dream bigger and take the steps in your day-to-day and take the action. So it's for you, and again, I can't stress it enough, it's for the greater whole as well. So let me read the last one of this. I clearly hear the call for the greater whole that invites me to return to the source where one particle of my light can create a new universe. Life is a miracle. And the potential obstacles is seeing myself as separated from others separates me from God and makes me miserable. And the divine perspective is I am one with all life everywhere. And they're asking you to dream bigger and connect again. So keep connecting on your own to the divine and connecting with others in this way. And it's this outpouring of love and sharing of divine inspiration, that it's those actions that are inspired by that's going to be leading to these dreams, because it's bigger than you and it's coming from divine. So if you get divine promptings or listen to your divine guidance and divine wisdom, because like they had said in that other card, you listen for the signs, the symbols, the messages you're getting. It was very much in line with the Akashic Records check-in reading for March, that it's like the divine is setting your course, and they want you to keep going, and they want you to be up for it. They want you to hear the signs and symbols and messages, and part of that is keeping your own energy up, keeping your focus on the right things, clearing your thought and your heart out. Allow yourself to receive divine love and inspiration and wisdom, and just let it outpour through you, because that's the fuel that's moving you. That's the divine fuel in a sense. So that's why they're urging to take really great divine self-care of yourself. And for the whole time, remember, dream bigger, take those action steps, and you'll be surprised by what is going to be manifesting right now when you take those steps. What it's leading to is beyond you. It's for the greater whole. And that has been coming up a lot too, because we're all pieces of this magnificent puzzle, and the divine is spurring us all on to do our piece, and it's just all coming together. That's what they kept saying for 2022. It's like we're all coming back to really divine self-care, self-love for ourselves, coming from a foundation of peace. There's real divine love coming through us, and it's to manifest this in to the creations and the actions that we're doing in the physical. So this is all part of the transformations and the shifts that you're feeling, and it's coming out over and over and over again. So I'll end it here, but I just wanted to let you know. Should we end it with just one more divine feather? Let's end it with one more divine feather. They don't want it to be over, so let's see. Divine feather up. Ostrich. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. And this is the summation. This is why I was babbling a little too much. And this is one sentence, the divine, what they were making me say, but in a rambling way. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. That is what you're supposed to follow right now. That's the actions you're supposed to take. You follow the wisdom and the truth you feel in your heart. That's what's leading you to dreams and the greater whole. That's the connected piece. When you're connected to the divine, and the choice is very clear because you're listening and following the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. Gorgeous. And that totally synced up with the overall weekly spirit reading for next week, which was manifesting from the heart. So that's it. The divine works in miraculous ways. Do you see that? I mean, I was a little bit going all over. I knew I wasn't quite explaining exactly what they were giving me. And voila, there it is in the card. The choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. That's the message. That's the message to stay in divine flow for March. Take care. Bye-bye.